Aloha and welcome to Upside-Down Pilates. My name's Lisa Orrig, and with me I have our favorite Mr. Herman to help us out and learn some anatomy. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about our intertransversarii muscle, and we're going to do some exercises on our side. Let's start with our anatomy minute. Okay, here's Mr. Herman, and I'm going to turn him around. And our intertransversarii muscle is this little muscle right here. I point one right here and one down here. And these little muscles connect one vertebrae from the upper vertebrae to the lower vertebrae at these little side parts that stick out in the side of our vertebrae called the transverse processes. And they connect the top one to the one below it, and what they do is they act primarily as stabilizers. So when we go to do something, we need to stabilize our spine to make sure that it doesn't go flying off in the wrong directions and we have problems. So these muscles really work as a brace to help us stabilize our spine. If you're side lying, the muscles will help to side bend you a little bit at the segmental portion of the vertebrae. And if you're going to side bend away, the muscles on that same side will actually hold you up from gravity so that you don't fall down, or so that the little bits of your spine don't go flying out in weird directions that we don't want them to go in. But the big point of it is really to help to stabilize the spine on the sides. And that is your anatomy minute for the day. All right, let us go into some side exercises. I'm going to move Mr. Herman out of the way for us. We are going to start on our side and do some wonderful bicycles. So these are quite fun. I'm going to lie on this side. And we're going to start with our knees bent up front at 90 degrees. Our waist is lifted. You're going to put your hand on your hip, and you can have your hand just underneath your head a little bit, or you can put a little pillow there if you want. We're going to lift the leg, and we're going to start it nice and straight. All right? We're going to flex the leg to the front. Now, don't make this the biggest kick you can right now. Keep your waist lifted and your pelvis in neutral. Then you're going to bend the knee. Then you're going to bring the leg behind you a little bit and straighten it. Flex and bring it to the front. Bend the knee. Bring the leg behind you a little bit and straighten. And again, this is 3. Flex, bend, reach it out, energy out the crown of your head, and then sweep it to the front and bend the knee and reach it to the back and straighten it out. One more. Reach it to the front, bend the knee, reach it to the back, and straighten it out. Now, reach it to the front, and now we're going to reverse the whole process. Bring it to the back, bend the knee, reach it to the front, and straighten it front. Reach it to the back, turn out a little bit, go to parallel as you turn in, bring it to the front, and straighten it front. Reach it long to the back. Bend the knee, and front, and reach it to the back. Bend the knee, and bring it front, and reach it front. All right, let's take a little break on this one. We'll lie on your back and just let that right ankle go over the left knee. Let the hip relax a little bit. Bring the leg up, grab your shin. Good. All right, let's turn side and bring us on up, and we'll flip on over to the other side. And now we'll do the same thing on the other side. So slide yourself on down. Knees are bent about 90 degrees, waist is lifted, head is out and away. Hand can be on the hip. If you're having trouble, you can put your hand down here, lift it up about hip height, and then you're going to straighten it out nice and long. Here we go. Reach the leg front as you flex the foot. Bend the knee, point the toe. Turn out, bring the leg to the back, reach the leg behind. And parallel to the front, bend the knee, point, and reach it back, and straighten the leg. And front, bend the knee, reach it back, and straighten the leg. 2 more this way. Front, bend the knee, reach it back, and straighten it out. 1 more. Front, bend the knee, reach it back, and straighten it out. Swing it to the front. And now here we go. Reach it to the back, turn out. Bend the knee in parallel. Bring it to the front and straighten it front. Swing it to the back, turn out. Bend the knee and bring it to the front and straighten it front. Last time, reach it to the back, turned out. Bend the knee in parallel and bring it to the front and reach it to the front. And go ahead, rest. Let's lie on our back and cross that left ankle over the right knee, or whichever one you were using. Let that hip release a little bit. And then bring the legs up and grab your shins. Good. And let's take a little rest. All right. Now, I know you thought that was fun, but we're going to bump it up a notch to make it even a little more joyous. So let's go back over towards the first side. And now you can move your leg as much as you would like. We are going to start again with our knees bent, but we're going to be up on our elbow. You can have your hand down in front or out on your side. We're going to have our legs straight. We're going to lift our leg up hip height. You can have your hand on your hip or in front. I'm going to keep mine in front today. And we're going to bring your leg to the front. And you can go as far as you want. And then you can bend the knee. And then you're going to bring the leg to the back and reach it back as much as you want. And it's okay to let your chest go down a little bit. And you're going to bring it to the front and bend the knee and reach it back. And bring it to the front and bend the knee and reach it back. And now we're going to bring it to the front. And now go to the back. Reach it to the back. Bend the knee and front and front and back. Bend the knee in parallel and front. 1 more time for fun and back. Bend the knee in parallel and front and front. Very good. I hope you enjoyed that. Roll onto your back. Cross that right ankle over the left knee. Draw it up and let it have a little release. And let's go ahead and flip on over to the other side. So we're just doing 3. We already did 5 each way before. But this way we can do a little bit more range. All right, so legs are out, turned out. You're up on your hand, waist is lifted, hand can be on your hip. I'm going to keep mine down, bring the leg up, and I'm going to start in parallel. We're going to bring it front, bend the knee, reach it to the back, and reach. Front, bend, back, and reach. 1 more for fun. Front, bend, back, and reach. All right, now we're going to bring it front and sweep it to the back, turned out. Bend the knee, bring it front and reach it up and turned out. Bend the knee in parallel, bring it front. 1 more time and back. Bend the knee, front and reach. And we did it. All right, let's go ahead, lie down. And you can do a little stretch here. Bring the leg back up, grab on, let those hips rest. Okay, now what we're going to do is bring our legs straight up to the sky, turned out, and we're going to do some beats. So we're going to start with some changement. We're just going to change. You're going to cross one leg over and then the other leg over. Try to keep your toes pointed and squeeze those inner thighs as much as you can. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the next one we're going to do is open wide. It doesn't have to be as wide as you could go because you got to get it back up there. And you're going to do a change, right, left. And then you'll open and do a change, left, right. Let's do a few sets here. Here we go. Open, right, left, open, left, right. Again, open. Again, open, right, left, open, left, right. One more set, and open, right, left, and open, left, right. Good. Open, flex your feet, give yourself a little stretch in your inner thighs. Bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together. And grab onto your feet. You can pull your knees close to you, opening them out, and then heels down towards your tush. Excellent. Let's take a little break. All right, let's do some abdominal work on our side. These are the PNF patterns for your abdominals. Let's start with some of you may know, our sexy car wash strong Pilates lady activity exercise. So we're going to go on our side, hips are down. You're going to bring your elbow up under your shoulder, and you can make a fist or have your palms down and just let your arm be on your side. You're going to reach your ribs to the ground and then reach your ribs to the sky. So this part can go down as your head goes up, and then your head is going to go out as you lift the rib. And again, inhale. And exhale. Sexy car model. Strong Pilates lady. 2 more. Ribs down. And ribs up. 1 more. Ribs down. And ribs up. So not only are we working our abdominals, but we're also working our shoulder girdle. Now, we're going to make it a little fancy. You're going to pull your abs in, and you're going to reach your knees up and your pelvis to the sky, while you rotate your chest down to the floor, and then you're going to reach your pelvis to the floor and rotate your chest up to the sky. So pelvis goes up to the sky as the chest goes down, and pelvis goes down to the ground as the chest goes up. Pelvis goes up to the sky as the chest goes down, and pelvis goes down as the chest goes up. Now we can add an arm if you want. Pelvis goes up to the sky, chest goes down, and you can cross punch to your hip. And then you can do pelvis to the ground, chest to the sky, splay open with your hand. And pelvis up, chest down, cross punch. And pelvis down, chest up, splay open and reach. 1 more. Pelvis up, chest down, cross punch. And pelvis down, chest up, splay open and reach. And rest. All right, we get to do that on the other side. So flip yourself over. Just have your knees bent up in front of you. You're lifting out through the rib cage. Head is out and away. Hand can be on the hip if you want, or reach it side. You can have it in a fist, whatever works. Here we go. Ribs down. And then ribs reach up. Ribs go down to the ground. Ribs reach up. And again, inhale down. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale down. And bring it up. 1 more, ribs down. And now ribs up and away. Okay, now the fancy one. You're going to bring pelvis to the sky, chest to the floor. And then pelvis to the floor, chest to the sky. And pelvis to the sky, chest to the floor. And pelvis to the floor, chest to the sky. And pelvis to the sky, chest to the floor. And pelvis to the floor, chest to the sky. Now add that arm if you want. Pelvis to the sky, chest to the floor, cross punch. And pelvis to the floor, chest to the sky, splay open and reach. And pelvis to the sky, chest to the floor, cross punch. Pelvis to the floor, chest to the sky, splay open and reach. One more. Cross punch. And splay open and reach. And rest. We've made it. All right, let's do some short lever side hip lift to get us warmed up. So let's go onto our side. You're going to bend your elbow, make your fist. Reach your head out and away, legs are together. Big inhale, exhale. Lift the hips, press it forward. Head is out and away, and then bring it back down. Let's go again. 2, and bring it back down. And again. 3, and bring it down. 2 more like this. 4, and bring it down. 1 more. 5, and lower down. All right, come up, grab your shins, give yourself a nice little side stretch. You can grab your wrist and do a little stretch here if you like. And let's flip our legs over to the other side. Okay, here we go. Big inhale and exhale. Lift the hips out and away and lower it down. Again, 2, and lower it down. 3, and lower it down. 2 more. 4, and lower it down. 1 more. 5, and lower it down. All right, that was fun. Now we're going to straighten our arm out and lift our hips a little bit, the next level of this exercise. So your top leg can go in front of the bottom ankle, and your arm is going to be out nice and straight this time. And we're in our wonderful Grecian pose. We're going to take a deep inhale, hollow the abs, squeeze the bum, and you're going to draw a rainbow upside. Reach the waist to the sky as much as you can, and then you're going to control it back down. Let's go again. 2, and bring it back down. And go again. 3. And remember, as we go down, we want to control it down. Do not want to drop. And take a coffee break here. And again, squeeze it up. And remember, our lowering down is our eccentric control, strength building. 1 more. 5. And we're going to lower it down. Bend your knees. You can do your nice little stretch again. And let's flip on over to the other side. The top leg is going to be in front of the ankle of the bottom leg. This hand is going to be nice and straight. The palm is going to be up on your knee. Chest is open. Big inhale, exhale. Squeeze the tush and bring yourself up. And then bring yourself down with control. And again. 2. And bring yourself down with control. And again. 3. And bring it down. 2 more. 4. And bring it down. 1 more. For fun. 5. And lower down. Grab your shins and give yourself a nice little stretch. Excellent. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you found this information interesting and enlightening and you would like some more, please go to the link or QR code on the screen and you can download my ultimate joint pain eliminator starter kit. You'll also be put on my email newsletter. Each week you'll get a workout, a recipe, one of my favorite products, as well as a quote. So if you want to become part of my ohana, go there and I will see you soon. Aloha.